Karan and the Snow Kingdom. The Fairy Tale of Cappadocia. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of time, Cappadocia was transformed by winter's magical touch into a white dream. The fairy chimneys with the snow on them looked like they were wearing pure white hats, and the stones in the valleys shimmered as if they were painted by an artist's brush. To this fairyland came a tiny traveler, Karan. Karan was only 9 months old. One winter morning, he set off for Cappadocia with his parents. Along the way, Karan opened his eyes wide, marveling at the passing landscape. Everything he saw caught his attention: snowy mountains, pristine white fields, and the blue sky. When they arrived in Cappadocia, they were welcomed by his grandmother and grandfather's stone-walled house. The house was filled with the warmth rising from the floor. His grandmother wrapped Karan in a soft blanket, and his grandfather gave him a little toy as a gift. Looking out from the house's large windows, Karan watched the snow fall gently, feeling as though he were lost in the beauty of the white world. The next morning, the family set off toward the snowy valleys of Cappadocia. The fairy chimneys in the valleys looked like giant snow-covered cakes. Carried in his mother's arms, Karan watched the snowflakes fluttering in the air, playing a silent game with each one. The crunching sounds of the snow underfoot surprised him and made him smile. Their journey took them to the magical rock churches of YORUMLARINIZI. As they entered these stone structures, they were greeted by colorful ancient frescoes on the walls. Karan, perched on his mother's shoulder, looked around in awe at how the light danced with the colors. Then they came to the entrance of a tunnel. This was the entrance to one of Cappadocia's underground cities. The family took Karan in their arms and descended into the narrow corridors. The tunnels were filled with a silent, echoing melody. The cool air inside opened the door to a completely different world. Karan listened carefully to the sounds of footsteps echoing through the stone rooms, as if trying to understand the ancient stories of this underground city. At the end of the trip, the family stopped on a hill in Urgup. The snow-covered stone houses and valleys stretched endlessly before them, sparkling in the winter sun. Karan, resting on his father's shoulder, slowly drifted into sleep under the last lights of this fairyland. And so, Karan's fairy tale of Cappadocia came to an end. This journey remained a fairy tale filled with the white magic of winter in his tiny heart. And Cappadocia, whispering that every snowflake held a story, promised to wait for them again on their next visit.